Okay, this is Real Life Live coming on Saturday evening, and we're gonna wrap up. We did a little baseball talk yesterday, and we're gonna do our St. Louis Cardinal review, I guess you would say, or we're gonna talk about the 2023 just finished season here. And as you see on the board there, I graded them at a 3 D minus there. Reason why? Well, it was such a swing from 2022 season to the 2023 season. 22 they did 24 games above 500. 23 they did 20 games below 500. That would be like a 40. I guess 44 difference in the swing of the. In other words, 24 games over, 20 games under, a massive swing. So that's what you're seeing on the left side on the top there. And then down below that, they didn't pursue Bruce Bochy. Once again, the problem with the Cardinals is it's the GM, and he thinks he's smarter than everybody else. We all know that. I've been here a long time, and this GM, and he always gets beat on the trades too. And he didn't pursue Bruce Bochy because he said he had his man once again. But the problem was he fired Mike Schilt, the guy that won the 18 games in last September. They got beat in the playoffs, and that wasn't good enough for the GM. He said we have differences. Okay, in other words, he didn't get along with him, and he didn't do what the GM told him to do. That's some of that's there too, and so he fired him, hired Mo. I didn't know the guy when before he hired him, and now we don't know him. I don't know him still, and another example of the GM thinking he knows his managers and ran the one right before him that did a pretty good job, a great job, first time in history that, with the 18 in a row and all that, wasn't good enough, So the problem with the GM, though, and like I just said, he doesn't evaluate talent. Can't do it. He gets beat on every trade, just about every trade if you look at it. So as long as John Mozeliak's here, and the owner, he told, he said, hey, he has a proven track record. That's what he said. Bill DeWitt came out and said that. Yeah, he's got a proven track record. Yeah, I agree with that. But it's a losing track record when it comes to trades. Everybody can't wait to call the guy. Gets beat every time. So and on So, you know, when you're looking at the outlook for 2024, you know, you know, our friend, you know, Chompy says nothing look good. Nothing look good at all. And I agree with that. The problem with the Cardinals is they're going to have to sell the town. Okay, you have to sell St. Louis to in a impending free agent. You know, somebody that maybe might look at St. Louis, but the problem with that, you know, all the other teams, the competitive teams, you know, maybe the Chicago's of the world, you know, just looking at the Central Division, you know, all those towns, they have a downtown, they have a downtown that's vibrant, they have more attractions to their city than St. Louis. You know, St. Louis is, let's be honest here, it's a dying city, man. People are leaving. You got to get a bunch of people in here. You know, you're trying to do that, but that's not going to sell free agent. You know, that wants to, you know, to have a, you know, in a vibrant town. You know, you can't sell a free agent and say, hey, well, you know, go to our downtown. That's on their part. You know, so we can't do that. So the outlook for the future outlook. I'm saying this: as long as we got that GM there, you know, and the ownership group, you know, hey, but they won some World Series. Okay, I give them that. But that GM, you know, he rode on some coattails there, you know, and then they let Albert go. We all know what happened on that. They ain't won nothing since, you know. So, you know, and then he said, well, we have a philosophy here. We don't play. We don't do what other teams do. You know, they're wasting money on big contracts. Well, that was all good until this year. Texas blew that out of the water. Okay, signing Marcus Simeon. Okay, signing Corey Seager to big deals. Okay, what do they get them? World Series title. So we can't say, oh, you can't spend money and win a World Series. No, that's out the door. Okay, so Cardinals can't sell that. Okay, so now you got to spend some money. Now you didn't even sign Max Scherzer. Sorry about that. You know what I'm talking about. Mad Max. St. Louis guy. Didn't want him. They said too much money. Can't sign him. You know, we don't want to spend that kind of money. But now, what you're gonna see, all you Cardinal fans, I'm one of them, but I'm not a Cardinal robot fan. Okay, you know they got to prove to me. So as you see, I graded them with a D. Okay, so the problem with them, you know, the new order in Major League Baseball, since the other teams just saw that the Rangers, they spent that money, spent big money, and they won the World Series. So all the other teams that want to win a World Series now, they're going to do the same thing. Now we got to see if the Cardinals are serious. I'm betting they're not. I'm betting they're just content and trying to get to the playoffs, but now that backfired. Okay, another reason why it backfired, well, let's look at Arizona. Okay, so, you know, we were supposed to get to the World Series before Arizona. I'm pretty sure the Cardinals, we all, St. Louis, we thought that didn't happen. Okay, so, you know, when we got Goldie, you know, and we got Arenado, we're supposed to go in the World Series. Okay? We haven't done anything. In fact, we have regressed. Okay? So we're sitting, trying to get our way back to 500. Arizona won the pennant, National League pennant this year. Went to the World Series. It was supposed to be just the opposite. But there we go again. The GM, I guess, now we can say, hey, they got the best of you on that deal. You thought, hey, we stole Goldsmith. Not really. Hey, and by the way, he looks good on paper. But what I've been seeing now, especially this year, that's on paper though. When it's time for big games, big performances in big games, it's lacking a little bit, and we got to look at that too. Look at the personnel. For the 2024 season. As we move on, we're gonna try. I hope they're trying to win. As far as they had what they call was a formula where we'll I'm just in my opinion, we'll do just enough to get into the playoffs. The fans will be here, 3 million strong. Everything will be, hey, just keep riding like that. But now things have changed with the 20 games below 500 season. That really just got to the attention of the Cardinals fans that were just going along with everything. We'll get there. Oh no! Now they found out. No, we're not going to get there. In fact, we're going down. While the other teams in our divisions, they're moving up, spending money. You got to spend up money now. You don't spend money, you're not going to win. So there's the Cardinals sitting up there now. It's your call, Cardinals. Now you still got that GM. So you're going to get beat on the trades. So now you're going to sign. You got to sign somebody. I don't think they're going to do it. And dream on if you think they're going to try to get, if they're going to get Ohtani or somebody like that. That's not happening. They don't do that. They always have gone to Kmart to get their talent as far as the free agent market. They don't go to Macy's. They go to Kmart. And, hey, they get what they get. Okay? Or Walmart or whatever, discount, whatever, where, you get something less, but you don't get the best. Now, the best would be out there this year. They could get, no problem. They could sign Ohtani right now if they wanted to. But they're going to tell you, oh, no, we can't do that. It's, that doesn't make financial sense, blah, blah, blah. But no, we can't say that now. Because, Texas blew that out the water. So, I'm looking at the Cardinals, as we kind of wrap up on this. Like I said, I grade them with a D. They did a terrible job on everything. See what I'm saying? The players, sometimes act like they didn't want to play. And O'Neal, he wants out. You got some other players, I believe, that want out. This town is not attractive anymore. Hey, you can't. St. Louis City dead. Okay, so unless you go out in the county, you're really not having a good. And the city's just dead, man. Okay, let's be honest here. So so for any potential free agent, it's gonna be tough to get them here. Okay. Okay, so so looking to 2024, we'll be talking about it, but it doesn't look good at all, you know. And this was a bad season, so there's really no congratulations coming from me, you know, on really anything, you know. So you know, I'm an honest guy, though. You know, I'm not a robot kind of fan here, you know. So no, they did a terrible job. We're gonna see can they get better, but as long as they got that GM there, it's not gonna happen. So you know, I'm one of the people that think you got to get him out of there, and then we get another GM that knows how to that can see some talent and see a good ball player when he sees it, like Whitey, you know, when he saw Willie McGee. Remember? You know, when the Yanks tried to hide him and he saw him, you know, I think it was double A or something. Yeah, you can't, you know, and so, yeah. But this guy we got now, you know, you can pull the wool over his eyes. All the GMs, the other GMs call him, you know, wait to call him, you know, get all the A talent here because the talent evaluators here, I think it's Randy Flores, or I think that's his name. You know, they do a great job. They get the talent, but when the GM gets the talent, he reevaluates him, and you know, then he does things like, you know, Randy Rosarina, you know, he gets rid of them. Al Contra, you know, and got just told Garcia hit the road, you know, or Dolis Garcia hit the road, you know. So this GM, you know, yeah, I think it's him. You know, I think he's vastly overrated. He thinks a lot of himself, and he said he had his man. Once again, you know, he said that with Matheny, and look what happened. Now, he said same thing with Oliver Marmon. You know, Bochy was sitting out there 3 years. You know, and hey, it would have been history, or would have been just natural for the Cardinals to sign him, and they would have been in the World Series. I'm just making I'm making that call. If they would have got Bochy, we would have went to the World Series. Okay? We would have went to the World Series. You know, and it would have been natural, you know, because we had Whitey Herzog, Hall of Fame manager. La Russa, Hall of Famer. Bochy, Hall of Famer. Marmon, out of a job. Coming up. Okay, so he blew that totally. So as we looking right now, ain't looking good, y'all. But I look at all the baseball. So, you know, and like I said in my, if you can see the previous video, you know, I do all the teams. You see what I'm saying? I play fantasy baseball, as I said, you know, before, and I do it like that, you know. But I'm, you know, veteran, you know, retired in St. Louis, so Cardinals are my team, so I look at them. But hey, they ain't looking good, and so that's my final grade for the Cardinals. We're gonna come back with some more, you know, points and, you know, things, and but as far as this year goes, we need a whole lot better than what we got this year, and that's it for this evening. We'll talk to you later, and good night.